In the wake of the Lees of Miletus, a new philosopher emerged, one who dared to think beyond what could be seen and touched. His name was Anaximander, and his ideas would push philosophy beyond the material world into the realm of the infinite. Where the Lees proposed that water was the fundamental element of all existence, Anaximander looked deeper and declared that the cosmos was governed by something greater, the Apeiron, a vast, boundless principle that gave rise to everything. For Anaximander, no single element, water, air, or fire, could explain the vast diversity of existence. Instead, he argued that all things emerged from an eternal, limitless source he called the Apeiron, a concept unprecedented in early thought. Unlike divine creation myths, this idea suggested that the universe operated independently of gods, driven by natural laws and opposing forces, hot and cold, wet and dry, constantly shifting and transforming. This was one of the first attempts in history to describe reality in abstract, rational terms, paving the way for metaphysics. The universe, Anaximander proposed, was not the result of divine will, but of an eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Anaximander was not only a philosopher, he was also one of the earliest cosmologists. In an age when many believed the Earth was a flat disk floating on water, Anaximander made a revolutionary claim. The Earth floated freely in space, unsupported by any divine force. He reasoned that since the Earth was equidistant from all things in the heavens, there was no reason for it to move in any particular direction, a crude but remarkable step toward the concept of gravitational balance. His vision of the cosmos was equally groundbreaking. He imagined that the sun, moon, and stars were rings of fire, concealed by mist, with only their visible portions shining through as celestial bodies. This was one of the first recorded attempts to explain the heavens through observation rather than myth, laying the groundwork for future astronomers like Aristarchus, Copernicus, and Galileo. Anaximander's quest to understand the world extended beyond the heavens. He is credited with producing one of the earliest maps of the known world, depicting Europe, Asia, and Libya as interconnected land masses. While rudimentary, this was the foundation for scientific cartography, influencing later scholars like Eratosthenes and Ptolemy. Living in a great port city, Anaximander likely gathered knowledge from sailors and traders, assembling geographical data to create a rational, rather than mythical, depiction of the Earth, a crucial step toward the development of empirical science. Perhaps Anaximander's most astonishing idea was his theory of evolution, developed more than 2,000 years before Darwin. Observing the world around him, he proposed that life began in the sea, with creatures emerging from moist environments and gradually adapting to different conditions. He even suggested that humans evolved from fish-like creatures that eventually left the water to survive on land. Though primitive, this concept was an extraordinary departure from the religious belief that humans were created fully formed by the gods. It was one of the earliest recorded attempts to explain the development of life through natural processes rather than divine intervention. Anaximander's influence stretched far beyond his own time. His concept of the Apeiron introduced the idea that reality was governed by abstract principles. His cosmological model laid the foundation for scientific astronomy. His map of the world marked a step toward geographical science. And his ideas on evolution anticipated natural selection millennia before Darwin. Though much of his work is lost, his influence endured through Pythagoras, Heraclitus, and Aristotle, shaping the course of Western thought. His insistence on seeking rational explanations over divine narratives laid the groundwork for the scientific method and modern philosophy. In his search for the infinite, Anaximander expanded the limits of human thought. He saw a world without gods, a universe without boundaries, one governed by reason. And in doing so, he took humanity's first steps toward understanding the vast unknown. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to support us.